Sir, very happy evening to all. So we are doing computation of GST payable. In that we are into the part number 5. In part number 5, we'll be doing illustration number 13, 14 and 15. Pakka brilliant, fantastic illustration. XYZ Limited New Delhi manufacture biscuits under the brand name Tasty Picks. Biscuits are supplied to warehouse and distributed located across India on FOR basis, freight on road, from the warehouse of the company located at New Delhi. So the warehouse is situated in New Delhi. From warehouse, they are selling or transferring the goods to the various places. Company uses multiple modes of transport for supplying the biscuit to its customers, spread across the country. Transportation cost is shown as a line item in the invoice and billed to the customer with a markup of 2% on the total amount of freight paid, inclusive of taxes. Fantastic to the core. So what they are doing is, sir, actually GTA is providing GTA services, which is transportation of goods. For that, they are paying something to the GTA. Whatever they are paying on that 2% markup they are getting. So for 100 rupees, they are collecting 102 rupees. Flour used for the production process. We all know that flour is an agricultural produce exempted. Used for the production process is procured from vendors located in Madhya Pradesh on ex-factory basis. Company engaged GTA to transport the flour from factories of the vendors to its factory located in New Delhi. Company has provided the following data relating to transportation of biscuit and flour. Flour is a raw material, biscuit is a finished goods in the month of April. For sales within the national capital region, 20 lakh, company arranged a local minivan belonging to an individual and paid 54,000. So this is a sales data within Delhi, intra-state supply they have made. Fine, fantastic to the core. But they have made in a minivan belonging to an individual. That means services provided by way of transportation of goods by road except GTA and courier agency. So this is not GTA, this is not courier agency, hence it will be exempt from number 2, the second adjustment. For sales to location distinct states, that means interstate supply, 1 crore 78 lakhs is the sales value. Company booked the goods by Indian Railway and paid rail freight of 3 lakh 17,000. So as we all know that for rail freight, there is no specific exemption under section 11. And if service is provided by government or local authority to a business entity other than the class A, class B and class C are liable to be paid at RCM. This is FCM because service provided by Department of Post, services provided by Railway, Ministry of Railway, and service provided in relation to aircraft or vessel either inside or outside the precincts of the port or an airport, services provided by transportation of goods and passengers are always FCM. There is no question of RCM. Fantastic to the core. So for this, we are supposed to pay freight to the railway at what CM? FCM. For sales to location in neighboring state, again interstate, 55 lakhs. Company booked the goods by GTA and paid road freight of 3 lakh 73,000. So total road freight they paid 3 lakh 73,000. Out of total sales to neighboring state, goods worth rupees 10 lakh were booked through a GTA, which paid tax at 12%. That means FCM. Freight of 73,000 were paid to such GTA. That means out of 3 lakh 73,000, you have to split into 3 lakh and 73,000, my dear lovable students. That 73,000 is a GTA who has decided to travel through the FCM, and the balance 3 lakh will be a GTA who decided to travel through the RCM. So for purchase of floor, so from sales, they start talking about the purchases. So basically, FOR stands for freight on road. Sales, these are the sales they have given. NCR region within Delhi itself, 20 lakh sales they made. For that, they paid a freight of 54,000 to other than GTA. It is transportation of goods by road, hence it is exempt from. For this item, no need to have Sir, for distinct states, it's an interstate supply. 1 crore 78 lakhs is the sales value. For that, 3 lakh 17,000 is the freight they have paid. For that, at 5 percentage, they are supposed to pay tax at what CM? EFCM or RCM? FCM. Because this is transportation of goods by Indian Railway. RCM will not be applicable. FCM will be applicable. So we are supposed to pay to the Indian Railway and they will, sir, collect the GST and pay to the department. Next one, to the neighboring state, again, intrastate or interstate. Interstate supply of 55 lakh, total freight paid is 3 lakh 73,000. Out of that 3 lakh 73,000, 10 lakh rupees sales for which the GST is 73,000. Sir, they are traveling through what CM? EFCM. So that's why they are collecting 12 percentage. My dear lovable students, for this 45 lakh sales value, because 45 lakhs plus 10 lakhs comes to, that is what this 55 lakhs is all about. This 3 lakh 73,000, out of that 3 lakh 73,000, if this 73,000 goes, means balance 3 lakh. For this GTA is not travel through the FCM. So this GTA is traveling through the RCM. So we are supposed to pay at the rate of 5%. Comes to how much? 15,000. These are the sales details. I'm going to start with what purchases. For purchase of flour from Madhya Pradesh, how much lakhs you paid? Company booked the goods by GTA and paid road freight of 55,000. GTA does not opt to pay GST under what CM? FCM. Since flour from Madhya Pradesh 25 lakh, 55,000 freight has been paid. Transportation of agriculture produce is exempt from GST. Exempt from GST. So, my dear lovable students, for this, no need to pay tax at RCM. Coming to the second purchases. For purchase of butter from Punjab, butter is not exempted. Butter is a taxable item. Rupees how much lakh? 15 lakh. Company booked the goods by GTA and paid road freight of 35,000. GTA does not opt to pay GST under what CM? So for butter from Punjab, for this 15 lakh, we have paid 35,000 rupees freight. Into 5%, FCM will not be applicable. We have to pay from our pocket, RCM, and that can be taken as ITC. For local purchase of baking powder is not agricultural produce. It is liable to what? GST. Company booked the goods by GTA in a single carriage and paid road freight of 1,500. GTA does not opt to pay GST under RCM. Now under the relevant provision for our examination, 1,500 rupees limit is not applicable. Earlier there were concept of 750 and 1,500 as the. So even though the consideration is 1 rupee for GTA, my dear lovable students, GTA is taxable at what CM? RCM. So local purchase of baking powder, 1,500 rupees freight, FCM will not be applicable. 1,500 into 5, 75 rupees we have to pay, sir, from our pocket as what CM? RCM, and that amount can be taken as ITC. For transferring the biscuit, open market value 4 lakh to one of its sister concern in Rajasthan. Company booked the goods by GTA and paid road freight of 40,000. So transferring the biscuit means it is not purchases. It is again, it has to be reflected in what? Sales. That's why transferring of goods to, sir, sister concern Rajasthan, 4 lakh is the sales value. 4 lakh into 5%, 40,000 into 5% come to 2,000 rupees. They should pay tax at what CM? RCM. Based on the particulars given above, that's it. We have segregated the sales details and the purchase details. Compute the GST payable on the amount paid for transportation by XYZ Limited when it availed the service of different transporters. Compute the GST charged on transportation cost billed by company to its customer. Assume the rate of GST on transportation of goods and biscuit to be 5% and 12%. That means if you are transporting, if you are providing transportation services, then 5%, and biscuits, it is how much percent? Except where any other rate is specified in the question. According to me, this is a beautiful question, very simple question, but you should be very, very clever and clear in examination. Computation of GST payable on an amount paid for transportation by XYZ Limited when it availed the service of different transporters. Number 1, transportation of biscuit in a local minivan belonging to an individual only the transportation of goods by road by a GTA is liable to GST. Therefore, transportation of goods by road otherwise than by GTA is what from GST? So this guy is not a GTA, hence it is exempt from GST. For 54,000, no need to pay any GST. Comfortable? Transportation of biscuits by what railway? GST is payable on transportation of goods by road. There is no specific exemption which are covered under 11 or 6 of the Act. And also, sir, it is not covered in 9353, 9454 or 9555. Hence, it will fall under 9151. It will be taxable under forward charge mechanism. So, for this 3,17,000, 15,850, Indian Railway will collect as GST. Transportation of biscuits by GTA, GST is payable by XYZ Limited under what charge? Reverse charge. In terms of section 5.3 of the What Act. Because it's a interstate supply, read with notification number 10/2017. So for this 3 lakh, my dear lovable students, 15,000 we should pay from our pocket at as RCM. Are you comfortable? Transportation of biscuits by GTA at how much percent? 12%. Since they are collecting 6% CGST and 6% SGST, that is totally 12%. They decided to travel through the FCM. So the GTA would have taken registration and GTA would have raised the invoice. In that raised the invoice, they would have made a declaration that we already decided to travel through FCM and we don't want what? RCM. So when the GTA pay tax at 12%, tax is payable by GTA under what charge? Forward charge. And not by the recipient under what charge? Reverse charge. So for this split of 73,000, they themselves would have collected, sir, GST under what charge mechanism? Forward charge mechanism. But my dear lovable students, as per the reason amendment, we have already discussed in the class when we done the GTA, sir, 12% doesn't mean that always forward charge. Even 5% also forward charge is possible. Under forward charge, the GTA can either travel through 12% or, but this is an old question. So we are traveling in the same sense. Transportation of flour by GTA. Flour is an agriculture produce. Service provided by GTA by transport in a goods of inter alia, flour is exempt from what? GST. So no need to pay any GST either under FCM or RCM. It is exempted. Transportation of butter by GTA. Those service provided by GTA by way of transportation in a goods carriage of inter alia, milk is exempt from what? GST. Because agricultural produce, milk, salt and food grains including flour, rice and pulses. So butter is different, milk is different. Sir, of road transport of butter will not be exempted as butter is a milk product and not milk. Hello? GST is payable by XYZ Limited under reverse charge in terms of 5.3 of the What Act. Read with notification number 10/2017. So for this 35,000, my dear lovable students, 1,750 has to be paid by the recipient under RCM. I hope that you are able to connect each and every point. Transportation of baking powder by GTA. Baking powder is not an agricultural produce. Service provided by GTA way of transportation of goods carriage of goods, where consideration charged for transportation of goods on consignment transport in a single carriage does not 1,500 are also taxable under GST. Now there is no threshold limit of 750 or 1,500 as the, so for this 1,500, 75 rupees is liable to be paid as tax under what CM? Transportation of biscuits. Biscuits is taxable by GTA to sister concern. GST is payable by XYZ Limited under reverse charge in terms of 5.3 of the What Act. Because we all know that if the service provider is GTA and service recipient is 7 specified person located in taxable territory, 7 specified person located in taxable territory is the person liable to pay tax at RCM. Since our guy is limited man, sir, he has to take registration or he should be a registered person. So for that 40,000, sir, RCM 5% should be the tax. So total tax payable by XYZ Limited on availing service of different transporters are 43,060. This generally the point should strike in your brain is, sir, flour, wheat, milk, butter, all these things you should know. Right, fantastic. But the real hero starts from here. Computation of GST charged on transportation cost billed by what limited to its customer. Actually, what our company is doing, actually our company is providing a composite supply. Our company is providing a, that means they are selling biscuits and also they are providing the GTA services, transportation of goods services. For that, our company is billing on, sir, 2% markup. That's a beautiful drafting question. Listen very carefully. Since XYZ Limited is supplying biscuits on FOR basis, that's what FOR means, sir, freight on road. We will take the goods till your doorsteps, right? The service of transportation of biscuits get bundled with the supply of what? Biscuit. Thus, the supply of biscuits and transportation service is a what supply? Chargeable to tax at the rate applicable to the principal supply. That is how much percent? Sir, section 8A of the CGST Act read with the definition of the composite supply under section 2 subsection 30 of the VAT Act and principal supply under 2 subsection 90 of the CGST Act, because section 7 is supply, section 8 is tax rate for composite and mixed supply. So, since all the condition to be a composite supply has been satisfied, this supply should also be treated as what supply? Composite supply. Now the real game starts. Transportation of biscuits on local minivan belonging to an individual. Have the, sir, local minivan person collected any GST? No. Are we liable to pay tax under RCM? No. That means what is the freight you have paid to him? 54,000. Actually, he has not collected any GST. We have not paid any GST on RCM. Correct? So take the calculator. 54,000 into 102% comes to 55,080 is the value of supply. Is the value of supply for the freight component. Actually, our company has provided a composite supply, right? So we got a inward supply from a normal person. For that, he has charged 55,000. But we are not providing the same service at 55,000. We are charging 2% mark. So calculate 54,000 to 102% come to 55,000, and on this we are supposed to collect 12%. On this we are supposed to collect. Why 12%? Question said that for transportation of goods it is only 5%. But for biscuits it is 12%. Since it is a composite supply, tax rate of the principal supply will be applicable. So even for that, we are supposed to collect what? 12%. So 66,000 what? 6,610 is the GST to be collected. My dear lovable students, what the transaction is actually happening, you should understand. The transaction happening is actually someone is providing service to our company. We are paying what to them? Freight to them. Hello? This freight, with this freight, actually we are providing service to our customer. For this, if we pay 55,000, we are not collecting 55,000. We are KD. Sir, on this we are collecting 102%. That means 2% markup. So, 55,000 into 102% comes to 54,000. Huh? Okay, sorry. 54,000 into 102% comes to 55,080. Right, man? This is the what of supply. On this, we are supposed to collect what? GST at the rate of 12%. There, they have tested your knowledge on the supply chapter. Comfortable? Leave this part. It's okay, Pakka. Come to the next one. Transportation of biscuits by what railway? Indian Railway. 3,17,000. So who's the service provider? Indian Railways. Who's the service recipient? Us. That is the company. XYZ. Sir, actually they provided GTA services. Transportation of goods services basically. Transportation of goods. For that they charged a freight of 3,17,000. Is, sir, Indian Railway service FCM RCM? So they would have collected GST at the rate of how much percentage? How much percentage they would have collected? 5%. So 3,17,000 into 5% comes to 15,850 is what the total freight. So 3,17,000 plus 15,850 comes to 3,32,850 into 102% comes to 3,39,000 into 12% comes to 44,000, 40,000, 40,741. 40,741. Read the line in the question. That's the highlight. Sir, here. This line. The transportation cost is shown as a what item in the invoice and is billed to the customer with a markup of on total amount of freight paid inclusive of taxes. Inclusive of what? Our company's real KD. Actually, this amount can be taken as what? ITC. No need to include this in the value of supply. But in order to increase the profit component, sir, don't come and ask that, sir, is this cascading effect, sir? On tax is coming, sir. Act has not, sir, said like this. Our customer is doing like this. Comfortable? So, my dear lovable students, that's why even I am including what also? Tax component also. I am coming to the number third one. Transportation of biscuits by GTA. For that, GTA, 3 lakh rupees is the freight. You tell me, is that RCM or FCM? RCM. We have to pay tax at 5%. So, 3 lakh into 5% comes to 15,000. So, calculator, 3 lakh 15,000 into 102% comes to 3 lakh 21,300. Into 12% comes to 38,556. Comfortable, sir? Sir, GTA of biscuits by, transportation of biscuits by GTA at how much percent? 12%. This is what charge? Forward. Let it be. Whether it is forward charge or reverse charge, we will include the tax component because that is the billing system. So, 73,000 is the what? Right? You have to put into 112%, you will get 81,000 what? 60. 760. That into 102% comes to 83,395. That into 12% comes to 10,007. The only difference is, my dear lovable students, if it is RCM, the recipient light relaxation you will get because you will add only 5%. If it is FCM, you will add 100% freight. Sir, FCM, what percentage? 12%. That will be the 100% cost into 102%, into 12%. Are you all really with me? Good billing system. It has been assumed that there is no markup on the transportation cost billed to the what concern? Sister concern. It is only an assumption. Correct. So it is an assumed that there is no markup on transportation cost billed to the sister concern since they are not customer. Sister concern is not customer. The transportation, sir, cost is shown as a what item in the invoice and billed to the customer. So, sister concern, we are assuming that it's not a customer. So, question there. That's what they are explaining, my dear lovable students. That's it. Question number 1. This is what? Question number 10 or 11 or 12 or 13. 13 out of 20 question. Are you comfortable, sir? So, shall we move into the next question? Illustration number 14 out of 20. J, a registered supplier of Delhi, has made the following supplies in the month of Janu. Supply of 20,000 packet at 30 each to Yes Gift Shop in Punjab. Each package consists of 2 chocolate, 2 fruit juice bottle and a packet of toy balloon. Total how much lakh? 6 lakh. This is a composite supply, mixed supply. Then highest rate should be applicable as per section 8 of the GST Act. 10 generator hired out of Moraji banquet halls, Chandigarh, including cost of transporting the generator 1,000 for each generator from J's warehouse to Moraji banquet halls. So not only they are supplying goods, but also they are supplying services. Generators are hired out. When they hiring out the generator, including the what of transport, cost of transport. It's a dash supply, composite supply. Total value comes to 2,50,000. 500 packages each, consisting of one chocolate, one fruit juice bottle, given as free gift. There is no consideration. What gift meant? Free gift. To Delhi customers on the occasion of what? Diwali. Cost of each package is what? 12. But the open market value of such package of goods and of goods of like kind and quality is not available. Right. ITC has not been taken on the item contained in the package. There is no consideration. Not a supply, because no need to treat it as a what supply? Deemed supply. Because in order to take it as a deemed supply, permanent transfer or disposal of business asset where ITC has been availed. Fine. Catering services provided free of cost, again without consideration, for elder brother's business inaugural function in Delhi. Right? That means related person. Related person. Cost of providing said service is 55,000, but the open market value of said service and service of like kind and quality is not available. Cost has been given 110% of the cost of production. So 55,000 into 110% comes to 60,500. Right. It's all are excluding GST, man. You are required to determine the GST liability, CGST and SGST and IGST as the what may be of J for the month of January with the help of the following additional information furnished by him for the said period. Penalty of 10,000 was collected from S gift shop for the payment received with a delay of how much month? As per section 15, if there is any delay in payment of consideration should be included in the value of supply. Hello, sir. Very important point. Transportation of the generator from J warehouse to the customer's premise is arranged by J through a GTA who pays tax at how much percent? 12%. So, what's here? Assume that elder brother is dependent on J, then only they will become member of the same family, then only it will become relative, then only there is no consideration, then only rule number 28 will be applicable, then only open market value not available, then only like kind and quality not available, then only 110% of the cost of production. Are you all really with me? Assume the rate of GST to be as under man. Chocolate, fruit juice bottle, toy NSR balloon, service of renting of generator and catering services. Straightforward, small question, brilliant question. One by one. The first one, sir, supply of 20,000 packages of 30 each, correct? Supply of 20,000 packages to, sir, yes, gift shop, Punjab. If you look at here, the value of supply has been given. Is this a composite supply, mixed supply? Mixed supply. What is the value of supply? 6 lakh. 6 lakh. For this, highest rate has to be taken, right? Yes, sir. Sir, each package consists of 2 chocolate. For chocolate, what is the rate? 18% IGST. The highest rate is 18%. Okay, let it be. Fruit juice, 12%. Sir, toy balloon, 5%. So the highest rate is 18%. 18% has to be taken. Are you all really with me? On what value you have to apply? 6 lakh. Like that, you should not think. Because they sold to gift shop Punjab. But the gift shop Punjab has not paid the consideration on time. There is a penalty. As per section 15, any penalty should be included in the value of supply. That means the consideration is not 6 lakh. It is 6 lakh 10,000. Like that you should not think. Because this is inclusive of GST. Because a person who are paying penalty will not pay plus GST. So you have to reverse by applying rule number 35. Value inclusive of taxes. Comfortable? So 10,000 divided by 118 into 100 comes to 8,475. 8,475. So 6 lakh 8,475 should be the water supply. That is what they have given 6,08,475. Comfortable? On this, you have to put how much percent? 18 percentage. That comes to 1,09,526. Okay, sir. Syrup, sir. Next one. Renting of 10 generator to Moraji Bank at Alts, Chandigarh. Is this mixed supply or composite supply? Composite supply. The principal supplies rate will be applicable. What is the principal supply? Generator hiring out. What is the rate applicable for generator hiring out? 18 percentage. Right? So on the full value, 18% should be deducted, collected, 2,50,000, 18% come to 45,000. Sir, these both are interstate supply. That's why intrastate CGST, SGST is not coming. Shall I proceed further, sir? 500 packages given as free gift to the customer. There is no consideration. Supply includes all forms of supply of goods or services or both such as sale, barter, transfer, exchange, license, lease, rental or disposal. Made or agreed to be made for a consideration by a person in the course of furtherance of business. Even though there is no consideration, certain activities or transaction will be constituted as supply. It is covered in section 7, subsection 1, clause 0, with schedule 1. Schedule 1 is having 4 para, para 1, para 2, para 3, para 4. In order to attract in para 1, permanent transfer, disposal of business asset where ITC has been availed. But here the ITC has not been availed. And supply between related or distinct person, no. So since it has not been treated as supply, I am not supposed to find out the value of supply. Hence, I am not stepping into valuation rules. Comfortable? Catering services provided free of cost for elder brother's business inaugural function in Delhi. Since elder brother and last point specifically mentioned that they are dependent, they are form part of family definition. Since they are form part of family definition, sir, members of the same family are relative. Since they are relative, there is no consideration. Para 2 will be applicable because supply of goods or services or both between related or distinct person as specified in section 25, made or agreed to be made in the course of furtherance of business, should be treated as a supply, deemed supply. For that, rule number 27 will not be applicable. Rule number 28 will be applicable, which is saying that step number 1, open market value. Step number 2 is value of like, kind and quality. Sir, step number 3 is cost-based valuation, which is 110% of the. That's why 60,500 and 60,500 into 99% will be applicable. Are you ready with me? So if you add total CGST liabilities, total SGST liability, total IGST liability, these notes, very simple, man. As per section 274 of the CGST Act, mixed supply means 2 or more individual supply of goods or services or both or any combination thereof made in conjunction with each other by a taxable person for a single price, where such supply does not constitute a 1,000 times I have explained in the class. Supply of package containing chocolate, fruit, juice and packet of toy balloon is a what supply? As each of these item can be supplied separately and is not dependent on any other. Further, as per 8B of the CGST Act, mixed supply is treated as supply of that particular supply which attract the what rate of tax. Thus, in the given case, supply of package is treated as supply of chocolate since it attract the what rate of tax. Consequently, being an interstate supply of goods, supply of packages to Yes Gift Shop of Punjab is subject to IGST at how much percentage? Further, value of supply includes interest or what fee or penalty charged for delayed payment of any consideration for any supply in terms of section 15 subsection 2 class D. This penalty of 10,000 considered as inclusive of GST collected from Yes Gift Shop for delayed payment will be included in the what of supply. Total value of supply will be 6 lakh plus 10,000 divided by 118 into 100 comes to 6 lakh 8,475. Comfortable? Coming to note number 2. Services by way of transportation of goods by road except the service of GTA are exempted. Sir, since J is not a GTA, transportation service provided by him are exempt from what? GST. However, since the generator are invariably hired out along with their what? Transportation. Till whose premises? It is a case of composite supply under 230 of the CGST Act, wherein the principal supply is the renting of what? Generator. As per section 8A of the CGST Act, composite supply is treated as a supply of the principal supply. Therefore, service of transportation of generator will also be taxed at the rate applicable for renting of the generator principal supply. Consequently, being an interstate supply of service of hiring out the generator of Moraji is subject to IGST at how much percentage? Note number 3. As per 7 subsection 1 clause C of the What Act, an activity made without consideration can be treated as supply only when it is specified in what one of the CGST Act. Para 2 of Schedule 1 provides that supply of goods or service or both between related person or between distinct person as specified in section 25 when made in the course or furtherance of business are to be treated as supply even if made without consideration. However, since the question does not provide that customer are related to J, free gift given to customer cannot be considered as supply under section 7. Consequently, no tax is leviable on the same. Further, the catering services provided by J to his elder brother without consideration will be treated as supply, as J and his elder brother being members of the what family and dependent are related in terms of explanation to section 15 of the CGST Act, and said service has been provided in the course or value of supply of service between related person other than through a is determined as per rule 28 of the CGST rules. Accordingly, the value of supply is what market value. If open market value is not available, value of supply of goods or service of like kind and however, if the value cannot be determined under a set method, it must be worked out to be 110% of the watt of production. Thus, in the given case, value of catering service provided to elder brother of J, sir, 55,000 into 110%. Further, being an intrastate supply of service, catering service are subject to CGST and SGST at how much percentage? As per notification number 13 bar 2017, GST is payable by recipient on reverse charge basis on the receipt of service of transportation of goods by road from a GTA, provided such GTA has not paid GST at how much percent? Since in the given case, J has received service from GTA who has paid GST 12%, RCM provisions will not be, FCM provisions will be applicable. Are you comfortable, sir? So through this question, they have tested the concept of mixed supply, composite supply, value of supply, section 15, valuation rule, rule number, sir, 28, rule number 35, value inclusive of taxes. This many things has been tested. Comfortable, sir. So we have pending with only one question in this slot, which is question number 15 out of 20 question, which is all fit laboratories question. Hello, sir. This is also a similar type of question in that area. Very good question. Have a quick revision. We will come back. So we are moving into the last question, which is, sir, 15 by 20. Very easy question. Allfit Laboratories Limited is a registered supplier of bulk drugs in Delhi, paying tax under regular scheme. That means they are not traveling through composition scheme. It manufacture bulk drugs and supply the same in the both domestic and overseas market. That means they are selling within India and also they are doing export. That is ZRS. The bulk drugs are supplied within Delhi, intra-state supply, and overseas market export directly from the company's warehouse located in South Delhi. For supplies in other states of India, company has appointed consignment agent in each such state. That means they appointed the agent. So there is going to be principal agent relationship. Rule number 29 will be applicable. However, supplies in Gurugram, Haryana and Noida are affected directly from South Delhi warehouse. Whereas for these two places, Haryana and UP, from the warehouse itself, they are going to sell. The drugs are supplied to consignment agent from the South Delhi warehouse. Fine. Allfit Laboratories also provide drug development services. So they are not only providing goods, but also they are providing services to the drug manufacturers located in India, including testing their new drugs in its laboratory located in Delhi. Company has furnishes the following information for the month of January. Number one. So they are dealing both in goods and advance received towards drug development services, not goods. Only for goods, notification number 66 bar 2017 will be applicable. For services, notification will not be applicable. Time of supplies, date of invoice or date of payment, whichever is to be provided to O Limited, a drug manufacturer located in Delhi. Drug development service has been provided in February. Actually, we are calculating for what? January. So next month, they provided the services. And invoice is issued in the next month itself for this 5 lakh. So for this 5 lakh, GST will be leviable. Right, man? Next one. Advance received for bulk drugs. Goods or services? Goods. For goods, notification will be applicable to be supplied to Novik NP. Leave it. A wholesale dealer of drugs in Gurugram, Haryana. Invoice for the goods is issued at the time of delivery of goods, that is in March. So goods has been provided only in March. So because of notification number 66 bar 2017, no need to pay the tax now. You are supposed to pay the tax at the time of invoice. Supply of bulk drug to the wholesale dealers of drugs in Delhi, normal intra-state supply, collect the tax. Bulk drug supply to A Pharmaceutical Incorporation USA under bond or LUT. So they have done export ZRS under bond or LUT option. No need to collect the output tax. Consideration received in convertible what exchange? Since this is goods, there is no such condition that consideration should be received in convertible. Even though this line is not there in the question, still no need to pay any tax. Drug development services provided to Unipharma Limited, a drug manufacturer located in Delhi. Local supply of services, normal CGST and SGST has to be collected. You are required to determine the GST liability, which is CGST, SGST, or IGST, as the case may be, of Allfit Laboratories Limited for the month of Jan, with the help of the following additional information furnished by it for the said period. Consignment of bulk drugs were sent to C Pharma Private Limited and Sir R Medicos agents of Allfit Laboratories Limited in Punjab and Haryana respectively. So principal has sent the goods to the agent. C Pharma Private Limited and R Medicos supplied drugs of like kind and quality under their invoice to the medical stores located in their respective stores for 60 lakhs and 50 lakhs. That means, as we all know that, either you can take the open market value or 90% of the price charged by the recipient to his unrelated customer of like kind and quality. So you have to add this, which is 60 lakhs plus 50 lakhs comes to 110 lakhs into 90 percentage. 110 lakhs into 90 percentage comes to will be the value of supply. Bulk drugs have supplied to Ron Medicos, a wholesale dealer of bulk drugs in Gurugram, Haryana, for a consideration of 15 lakh. That means the agent, Allfit Laboratories Limited, owns 72% shares of Ron Medicos Private Limited. Fine. Since if they hold 72%, 1% controls the other. They are related person. Then rule number 28 will be applicable instead of rule number 29. Open market value of the drugs is 30 lakhs. Open market value is 30 lakh. Further, Ron Medicos Private Limited is not eligible for full ITC. If they are not eligible for full ITC, you have to adopt the open market value. Invoice value cannot be adopted as open market value. All the given amount are exclusive of GST wherever applicable. That means there is no inclusive concept. All are exclusive. This is the rate. Bulk drugs 2.5, 2.55. Services 9, 9 and 18. You are required to make suitable assumptions wherever necessary. Very easy, straightforward question, man. Number 1. Advance received for drug development supplied to O Limited drug manufacturer located in Delhi. You tell me the question, they received an advance of 5 lakh. Is this advance for goods or services? For services, notification will not be applicable. So 5 lakh. Why are you not taking it as inclusive? Question specifically said that you have to take it as what? Exclusive. So 5 lakh into 9%, 45,000. 5 lakh into 9% come to 40. I'm reading the note number 1 together, parallel. Being an intrastate supply of service, supply of drug development service to O Limited of Delhi is subject to CGST and SGST of 9%. Further, in terms of 13(2) of the CGST Act, time of supply of service is the earlier of the date of invoice or date of receipt of payment if the invoice is issued within how many days of the supply of service. In the given case, invoice is issued within 30 days of supply of service. Therefore, time of supply of service will be the date of receipt of what? Advance. And hence, GST is payable on the advance received in January. With regard to services, the time of supply is the either the date of invoice or date of payment, whichever is. I'm moving to the next one. Advance received for bulk drugs to be supplied to NP, a wholesale dealer for drugs in Gurugram, Haryana. Since this is goods, you are not liable to pay GST on the receipt basis. You are liable to pay GST on the invoice basis. That's what note number 2 is saying to us. Being an interstate supply of goods, supply of bulk drugs to N pharmaceutical of G, Haryana is subject to IGST at how much percent? Further, in terms of 12(2) of the CGST Act, time of supply of goods is the earlier of the date of issue or last date on which the invoice is required to be issued or date of payment. However, notification number 66/2017 dated 15/11 specify that time of supply of goods for the purpose of payment of tax is the date of issue of invoice or last date of invoice. Thus, GST is not payable at the time of receipt of advance against supply of what? Goods. Time of supply of advance received for bulk drugs to be supplied to N pharmaceutical is the time of what of invoice, which is in March. Thus, said advance will be taxed in March and not in January. So for services, it will be taxed on date of invoice or date of payment, whichever is. For goods, always it is invoice basis. There is no concept of advance basis. Supply of bulk drugs to warehouse dealer of drugs in Delhi. It's a normal intrastate supply. 60 lakhs is the value given into 2.5%. 60 lakh into 2.5% come to 1,50,000 and 1,50,000. So basic thing, being an intrastate supply of goods, supply of bulk drugs to wholesale dealer of drugs in Delhi is subject to CGST and SGST at 2.5% each. Sir, bulk drugs supplied to Anger Pharmaceutical Incorporation USA. Sir, since it is export, no need to collect what? IGST. That is zero rated, man. Section 25 of the IGST Act define export of goods as taking goods out of India to a place outside India. In view of the said definition, supply of bulk drugs to Anger Pharmaceutical Incorporation of USA under bond is what of goods. Export of goods is a zero rated supply. Zero rated supply under bond is made without payment of what tax? Integrated tax. Comfortable? Supply of drug development service to Unipharma Limited, a drug manufacturer located in Delhi, is a normal intrastate supply. 6 lakh into 9%, 6 lakh into 9%, 54,000 and 54,000. So, my dear lovable students, being an intrastate supply of service, supply of drug development service to Unipharma Limited of Delhi is subject to CGST and SGST at how much percentage each? Supply of bulk drugs to consignment agent. Already we have applied rule number 29. Cardinal Pharma Private Limited and Roster Medicos of Punjab and Haryana. We calculated the value as 99 lakh. It's an interstate supply. 5% GST has to be paid. 4 lakh 95,000. So value of supply made through an agent is determined as per rule 29 of the CGST rule. Accordingly, the value of supply of goods between the principal and his agent is the what market value of the goods being supplied, or at the option of the supplier is 90% of the price charged for the supply of goods of like kind and quality by the recipient to his what customer, where the goods are intended for further supply by the what recipient. In the given case, since the open market value is not available, value of bulk drugs supplied to consignment agent Cardinal Pharma Private Limited and Roster Medicos will be 99 lakh, which is nothing but sir open market value, that is like kind and quality into how much percent. Further, being an interstate supply of goods, supply of bulk drugs to the consignment agent is subject to IGST at 5%. It's an interstate supply because principal and agent are situated in two different states. Supply of bulk drugs to Ron Medicos of Gurugram, Haryana. Rule number 28 will be applicable. Open market value is 30 lakh. 30 lakh into 5% comes to 1 lakh. The last note, man. If any person directly or indirectly control any person, such person are deemed as what person? As per section 15, explanation to section 15 of the CGST Act. In the given case, since all fit laboratories own 72% of the Ron Medicos, both are what person? Value of supply of goods between related person other than through an agent is determined as rule number 28 of the CGST rules. Accordingly, value of supply of goods between related person is the what market value of such goods and not the what value. Furthermore, since Ron Medicos is not eligible for what ITC, value declared in the invoice cannot be deemed to be the what market value, because you have to be very strict in valuation because the recipient is not entitled for full ITC. So invoice value cannot be adopted as this open market value of bulk drugs supplied to Ron Medicos 30 lakh is the value of supply of what? Such goods. Further, being interstate supply of goods, supply of bulk drugs to Ron Medicos is subject to IGST at 5%. So 5%. So the total CGST collected comes to 2,49,000. Total SGST collected to 2,49,000. And total IGST collected to 6,45,000. Because they want, sir, assume the rate, all the given. This is what the question. Very easy part. Now you tell me, conclusion. For this advance of services, will GST applicable or not? Yes, sir. Now GST will be applicable. Because date of invoice or date of payment, whichever is, amount received for bulk drugs, for goods, are you liable to pay GST now? No. Notification number 66 bar 2017. Normal supply of bulk drugs to wholesale dealers of drugs in Delhi. It's a normal intra-state supply. CGST and SGST has to be collected. You have exported under bond or LUT, you are not liable to collect IGST. You provided normal intra-state supply of services. You are supposed to collect CGST and SGST. You supplied to an agent, rule number 29 will be applicable. Their open market value or 90% of the amount charged by the recipient to his unrelated customer for the like kind and quality will be the value of supply. So you have to add 60 lakhs and 50 lakhs, 1 crore 10 lakh into 90%, 99 lakhs. On that collect IGST because it's an interstate supply. Bulk drugs have supplied to their own related party. Rule number 29 will not be applicable. Rule number 28 will be applicable. You have to stick on with open market value. And invoice value cannot be taken as open market value because the recipient is not eligible for full ITC. That's it, man. This is a RTP November 2019 question. So with this, we are done with part number 5 and we have completed question 15 question out of 20.